Okay, so let's begin by doing an easy card trick, something that is not too complicated. And for this, all I'm going to use is the top card. Okay, it doesn't matter which card is it. It's just the top card. I'm gonna put it in the middle. Wait. Wait. Actually, this is not the top card. This is. I'm sorry. This is actually the bottom card. Okay, that's why. Let me start all over again from the top. No, wait. Why do I have face up and face down? I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, I have face up cards and face down cards. Okay, let's begin by a half and half. Okay, half face up and half is face down. Okay, no. Why not? Hold on. I'm sorry. I have 4 cards. No wonder. With the kings, they're messing up. Okay, let's see if we can expose them. Okay, so to begin with the routine, it's not much that you do the routine. It's just the technique. For example, to flip over any quantity of the playing cards, all I do is this. That's it. But you have to do it under cover. Just like that. Now let's say I'm using half of the playing cards, so you can follow me. Now when I do this, I bend only second, third, and fourth finger. Second, third, and the fourth finger. But I don't bend the index. The index finger remain stretched, which is a nice optical illusion because it looks more inoffensive, more subtle. And if you do this move under the right cover, notice I have my hand and the any quantity of the playing cards over here, and you only lift it up 80 to 90 degrees, so or otherwise you will flash at the bottom the move, because you need some room to do this move. So I lift it, flip it, and bring it back. Now when I lift it, I also need to move it towards the thumb so I can follow the spinning, the flip. Okay, in the performance you see I did it in 3 different ways, but I still flipping it in the same way. It's just the way you have to react to the fact that you're flipping it, the bottom portion. Now the easiest and fastest way to learn this, you can start practicing with a bottom card, but I always keep the thumb break, so I can for example, I take the whole thing and remain or keep the thumb break wherever you want to flip the portion, the bottom portion, so I can immediately drop it and flip it. Okay, in the beginning of the performance, before I take the whole deck from the table, I keep the thumb break so I can drop the whole deck and keep the top card, spin it, and hide it. Okay, this is how I did it, but a little bit faster. But you have to be concerned that the middle finger, third, and the fourth is covering the front. Okay, and the spin is actually quite fast, but it's actually imperative that you keep moving your hands before and after the move, and that's all. For example, from here I'm moving my hand, I flip over, I square everything, spin, and keep squaring, so it looks more innocent, more subtle, the move, and this is a little bit more complicated because you just wanna, at the beginning I just did it right away, and you may flash it a little bit more, so you need to be careful. The thumb is all the way here to the corner, and second, third, and fourth finger. You try to show not to show this angle. You can show the front, and you can show a little bit more towards the arm, but not here. You can lift it so you can cover the move. Okay, and square everything. And it's actually, it doesn't take too long. You see? Same, you wanna turn it face down, and that's it. And here, then it's gonna be easier if you wanna just do it with the bottom card. Give you a much covering. You see the bottom card? The only thing is not to flash, and that's it. And sometimes you want to turn over half of it, and that's it. Instead of, because you know some people do it like that on the cover, of course, but you have to spin. You do a little bit more move. The fact that you have to move the wrist, the hand, and everything. In the other hand, you just bending it, and since the index finger remains stretched, all you have to do is covering the move. You know, sometimes you wanna cover this move much better. You can just do it a half spin, 90 degree, and then with this portion push it down, and so the rest can be completed itself by pushing with the other hand instead of doing the whole move, you know, because you don't want to move the wrist too much. And the way you know, you have to justify the moves. You cannot just, you know, do this, otherwise why you're moving it. If you do it, you speak before and after the move. For example, I show the bottom and I show the top, and I justified this move by showing the top. Let's say I want to turn over the bottom card. Notice I have the thumb break. From the front view, it's not too noticeable. Drop it on the fingers while you show the front. Spin it and square. Again, well, let's suppose I wanna. I have the top card showing. You show the bottom, you show the top. So that's why I lift it. So it's a little bit more justifiable, probably. In the beginning of the routine, so I say I keep the thumb break, flip everything, and square immediately. Okay, so the whole thing can be spin, turn over, and half spin. And the second way that I did it, when it was face up, I tried to look for a kings, because I try not to do this routine because it shows overkill, the same move over and over, and at some point, you know, people will be expecting the move, so they will pay more attention next time you do it. So this is just the same move 3 times basically. And so what I did is put the kings in the middle. I lost them. Take the top card, spin it, but you have to cover and keep squaring as a justification of the spin, you know, the struggle sometimes with the hand, you know, flipping over. And then I show the cards, but I try not to show the kings, so sometimes I show the back and I do a pinky break under the 4 kings, so I can flip everything the half under the 4 kings. The kings are this, and all I do is I show the back, but you don't want to show the break, just push it with the index a little bit more, or you want to minimize the break. But by the swing, you conceal better the thumb break, so I can drop it immediately, flip it, and spread. So I keep moving. You see, it looks more subtle, so it doesn't look too obvious. So at this point I have the 4 kings over here, and then I say I'm gonna do it again for the top, but it's not top, this is the bottom too. So I keep 1, 2, 3, and 4, the kings face down, and then I do a pinky break, so I can turn over this and remain these kings face down. So I show the bottom, and then I show the top, flip it over, and then riffle, and that's it. I have the 4 kings and in the middle, face down, and everything is face up, Now from the back, you can see I'm just doing that under the right covering. And that's it. Now I will do the performance, which is basically using the same technique 3 times, cutting about the middle, so the kings can go in the middle of the deck, and turn over the top card, then covering, then everything goes face up. Keep the pinky break under the last king, show, turn over, the spread. I mean, it doesn't have to be this way, depending on the performance. There are so many different performances that requires to turn over or flip over some portion of the playing cards. Sometimes each of the bottom, sometimes the whole deck, and I keep 1, 2, 3, and 4 under the kings, the pinky break, so I can flip over this, show the bottom, show the top, riffle, and there you have the 4 kings in the middle.